Imagine you're in a room, and everyone around you is the same gender, the same ethnicity, and is the same culture. It's a weird sight to see, but in some instances, this is the case. What is the influence of gender, ethnicity, and culture on communication? Well, let's look at a couple of examples. When you're in a classroom, most likely you're going to have a female teacher. So the males do not have that masculine influence on their communication skills. If you go, let's for example say San Antonio, you're going to have a more highly Hispanic culture. So you're not going to have other cultures being more influenced. And in certain workplaces, you're going to have one ethnicity depending on where you work. This is just the case. Each one of these topics plays a huge influence on our communication skills. Talking about gender with communication skills. A male will most likely have short speech, be very deep toned, and ready to get the speech over with, compared to a female who will most likely have a long, drawn-out speech and will have a high tone. Now, this is an influence that you will come across in the communication world. But as we talked about in this chapter, what I just stated is a stereotype. Stereotypes play into all three of these cultures, or all three of these topics: gender, ethnicity, and culture. And what we talked about stereotypes depends on where you're from. Let's, for example, go back to the 1950s. If you were from the South, most likely you would be stereotyping against African Americans. Well, there's your culture right there. Or if we're back in the 1920s, before women could get the right to vote, you're stereotyping against women. That's their influence on communication. And with communication is a huge part of everyday life. Communication is the way we talk to each other and greet each other every day. And these 3 points, culture, ethnicity, and gender, play a huge influence into the way you speak, walk, and talk. Thank you.